What's going on, y'all? This is Q Ortiz, your local San Diego massage therapist, musician, and artist. And today, I wanted to share the thought of you already have everything you need to move things forward, right? This is something I've reflected on because at times I may think I don't have that thing I need to make the music or do this clothing project or draw this, but I have so many things. Especially the things that I have are what are needed in order to move things forward, right? I don't have a professional studio. That could be nice, right? I do have friends who are involved in studios, so there's that resource available. But even then, there's still, I have everything I need to move forward. If there's anything that I didn't have, if I looked at, okay, what's the studio time, what's the studio rates, but even outside of that, what I do have is this mic. I have the interface, I have monitors, I have a program that I can record ideas, record songs, instruments. I'm playing instruments. So I have everything I need in order to create. And if I wanted to take what I created and bring it to a studio situation to recreate it or mix it or master it or anything like that, that can be done. So I'm not lacking anything. The only thing that I see as an obstacle is just the priorities. It's the setting this specific time to do these things depending on what needs to be done, because as you know, life is always moving, it's always shifting, there's always something to tend to, whether it be a mechanical issue with the vehicle or the house needs to be tidy, or you have animals, you have family. So there's all of these categories that need tending to, and that's where it's finding that balance and putting that attention to what you want to do, what you're trying to do. And I just bring up the idea of you having everything you need in order to move things forward, because I found personally that to be a potential obstacle, a potential excuse to say, I don't have this thing, so I can't move this thing forward. But in actuality, there are so many steps that could be before getting that thing to move things forward. For example, with the clothing, I'm still with the idea of getting a sewing machine, because I don't know if you've seen different works I've done. I didn't really post it on here. It's more on my Instagram, Rich Right Society, and Ortiz Art. Some of the things I posted on there are of me hand sewing different articles. While doing these works, I noticed it was so time consuming, where I would work, get home, do that. Work, get home, do that. Go here, go shopping, come home, do that. Just sewing until I finished this particular piece, because it needed that work. There was no way around it. So I can see in the future with the sewing machine that will knock this out no problem. But one question to answer is, what sewing machine? Which is best for what I need it to do? And in that question, even though I lack the machine, it doesn't mean I lack those basically the questions that I just posed. Now I have the steps moving forward. Well, now what machine do I get? What is better if I want to add zippers or buttons? What's best if I just want to keep it simple and just do these lines? What could do jeans? Would I need to get a stronger one like this? Is it better to start here? All of these questions are now posed before getting the machine. And when that time comes, then I can get it. I have a more informed decision when choosing to do it. But if I just go, oh yeah, I need a sewing machine, it's not moving things forward. It's just focusing on the lack of what I don't have. It's focused on the lack. So what I'm expressing is, even if you don't have that thing that you think you need to move things forward, to do what you need to do, whether you wanted to start a YouTube channel, or you want to record music, or you want to play an instrument, you want to get into the music that way, you have a voice, right? You have, if we're talking about the YouTube, you have a phone. Different people, they're recording on their phones and making remarkable work, and they're doing editing if that's what you want to do. There are courses online to do different subjects with the music. There's your voice to work on what I mentioned before with the improvised for real method, where you're relating with the sounds that are coming out. You could listen to music and figure out what key or what world, what harmonic worlds that song is in, and sing with it and play with it and increase your skill. So then when you do pick up that instrument, or maybe your friend has an instrument, or you go somewhere and there's the piano sitting there and you touch in on it, now you're just more equipped. You're working towards what you want to work towards. And there shouldn't be this idea that you lack this thing and it's preventing you from moving forward. And I know I'm being sort of general, and I'm being that way because there's this message. I was about to leave my house just now, but it was in me and it pulled me over here to open the laptop, cut everything on, and leave this message before I step out. So it's just the idea of looking at what you don't have, looking at what you want to do, but also looking at what are the next steps to move forward. I don't have this thing, but what are the next steps that I can take to move forward? Do I need this thing for that? Do I need this thing to move forward with what I'm trying to do? And if that's the case, you have the informed decision, you have the information, you have that knowledge. Boom, you have the next step. It's just going for it then. So if you like this message, click like. If you have any questions or want to leave a comment, drop a comment below. And if you want to continue on this journey with me, click subscribe and we can vibe. Peace out.